All right, in this video, negotiation strategies for buyers in a competitive market. As I've said on other podcasts and videos, I think we're entering what is going to be a very competitive market. As interest rates come down and buyer demand comes back, it's going to be competitive. In this video, I'm going to share tips and tricks. As if you were my client, I'm going to give you the whole playbook, all the secrets on how your offer can get accepted above others. Stay tuned. Matt Gouget, Matt the Mortgage Guy, licensed in 48 states, powered by U Mortgage. If you want to connect with me and my team, greatmortgagebroker.com is the place. If you're not working with my team, no big deal. I'm still happy to share with you what I've seen work in competitive markets, whether it was the competitive market of 2021 or just competitive houses that were priced well in different, times over the last few years. Because here's some advice I want you to heed first and foremost. The real estate market changes quickly. You need to be working with professionals on the real estate side, on the mortgage side that are in this business and working it all day, every day. I love that your Aunt Sue does real estate on the side, and I'm sure she's a sweet lady. She's great at gardening, but if she's not actively involved in real estate, having real estate conversations and doing it every single day, she doesn't know how much has changed since mid-October because she hasn't closed a deal since July and she hasn't been out there, talking to agents and submitting offers since at least October. And so in an ever-changing real estate market like we have right now, you need to be prepared as a buyer, as an investor, maybe you're an agent, maybe you're a loan officer, that different strategies work in different seasons. And in a competitive season, or like I mentioned earlier, maybe it's not a super competitive season, but this price point and this specific house has a lot of competition because it's priced really well. It shows really well. It's in the best neighborhood. It's a starter home. It's completely ready. It's turnkey. There's going to be a lot of demand for that house. You want to know what you can do to help get your offer accepted. So here's the advice that I give clients. Here's what I talk to real estate agents about every single day. First and foremost, you're working with an agent who is phenomenal. And any phenomenal agent is going to already know this stuff. But the first step, after they're pre-approved and you're ready to go out shopping, so I've got a file completely dialed in. I've verified income and assets and done everything. So you've got the rubber stamp. You're pre-approved. I can get your loan closed. Your real estate agent is out there helping you look for homes, and you've identified a home that's perfect. And it's something that you really like. This is the one that you want. Now, what do you do if you expect it to be relatively competitive? The first step is make sure that you're working with a phenomenal agent, because what a phenomenal agent is going to do is they're going to call and they're going to get as much information as possible from the listing agent. What type of information, you ask? Hey, how's it going, John? I see this has been on the market for 11 days. Got any action? Any offers yet? Oh yeah, a couple, you've got 15 showings, but no offers yet. And you just heard last night somebody, maybe writing. Cool. What's the deal with your sellers? Where are they going? What's their motivation for selling? Moving to Tennessee, already closed on the new build in Tennessee. So, it's important to them that they sell this sooner rather than later. That's why they priced it competitively. We're surprised we don't have any offers yet, but they're looking to get it closed as soon as possible because their first payment on this new place they bought is February 1st. And, they don't want to have overlapping mortgage payments. So it's important to them that this thing gets into contract relatively quick and closes relatively quick. Okay, cool. And, they can ask whatever questions they want. Whether or not they get the answers, who knows? Agents who do this a lot and have a lot of relationships, have great open relationships where they can ask just about anything. And let's face it, at the end of the day, listing agents trying to get the house sold for the seller, buy agents trying to get the house in contract for the buyer. We're all working towards the same goal. So these open and honest conversations are just a way for the agent to get the information to write an offer that's very attractive to the seller. That's what that informational, call is about. That's what that investigation is about. Is I'm trying to investigate what I can do to write an offer that the seller is going to say, yeah, this is what we want. And so based on that conversation, they want to close relatively quick. Okay. Now the buy side agent who might be representing you as the buyer might call me, the loan officer. Matt, how quick can we close? Well, they've got W-2 income. Their money's verified. It's in the bank. 800 credit score. Do you approve? Like, this is a slam dunk. Let's write an offer with a 10-day appraisal contingency to give us plenty of time to get the appraisal done, 10-day loan contingency, and we'll close it in 15 days. How does that? That's amazing, right? That's going to be something that the seller is going to love. And so agent and lender talk. The agent knows how to write an offer with, maybe the seller has had an experience in the past where, I don't know, they've been burned somehow. They had a buyer who didn't put down an earnest money deposit because it was a family friend, and that person canceled the contract after 2 weeks. So, on the buy side, we say, we're going to do a 2% earnest money deposit. We're going to put a bigger deposit down up front. It's still protected, right? You still got your contingency. So it's not any skin off your back, but it's information that's important to the seller, right? You're doing stuff that's important for the seller. You might even get a ballpark number on what the seller is trying to net. They owe this and they're looking for this number. I know it's listed this number. If we get within 10,000 of that, they're going to be happy. That's all information that so you write the offer, and then you write it with a 15-day close. You submit the offer. The agent who submits the offer, this is our best practice, and I think it is something that you might consider. CC the lender. I mean, why not, right? Trust me in that if you want to give the sell side the warm and fuzzies, that this is a secure transaction that's going to close on time, CC the lender. And then what the lender has to deliver is a reply to the email. I've got a full file on some well-qualified clients. We can close this loan very quickly, very smooth. Happy to discuss any questions you or your seller might have. Sincerely, Matthew Gradisauer. My last name's not Gradisauer. Old joke. Then I'm generally going to follow up with a call. The good news is in some markets, like the one I'm in, I'm probably going to know the listing agent already. And the call is a formality. Yeah, Matt, if you've pre-approved them and I see your letter, I know that you've vetted it. And I give them the information that they want to hear. Great client. I've got a full file. I actually did a loan for these folks 3 years ago. So I know their file inside and out. This is the type of file that you want as a loan originator. There's no chance there's any hiccups. We verified everything. We wrote a 15-day contract. We'll probably be clear to close earlier than that and close it even earlier. Amazing. I'm going to take this to my sellers. This is something that they're ready to sign a contract and get this thing over with and move on to Tennessee. All right, great. Cool. Fully executed contract comes to us. We deliver. That, in my opinion, is what is going to get your offers accepted in a competitive market. In a competitive market, a lot of times certainty is what sells. So a great agent is going to talk certainty. This deal is certain to close. Believe it or not, 500 versus 505 versus 507, if the numbers are relatively close as far as offers go, 507, you can't get a hold of the lender. The agent sounds like they don't really know what they're talking about. You've never heard of them, and they're from 60 miles away writing this offer for a client, and there's no proof of funds. All of those things are like red flag, where the agent on the listing side is going to rightfully so tell the seller, listen, we've got an offer at 507. I wasn't able to talk to the lender. The agent doesn't sound very professional when I talk to them, and we got no proof of funds. Here it is on this $500,000 offer. It sounds like it's totally buttoned up. They can close it in 15 days, well-qualified clients. You know, they wrote it with 10% down and a 2% earnest money deposit, whatever that stuff is, right? Think about it as a seller. Do you want the sure thing, the thing that's more likely to close over the gamble for a few $1,000s more? Most sellers pick certainty. So if you want to compete in a competitive market, pitch certainty. Have the professionals in your corner communicate. The agent's communicating, the lender's communicating, the listing agent is communicating that to the seller, that there's certainty. That's my best advice. And truly, it's worked. So go out and try it yourself. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've got other tips and tricks that you think work in a super competitive market, because that, I know, has worked for us and our buyers. Again, greatmortgagebroker.com if you want to connect with me and my team. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful.